Hello, everyone. It's time to have a Yuengling's Original Lager. I'm going to say good afternoon, everyone, and welcome, fellow beer travelers, to my cigarden. And we're going to talk a little bit about Yuengling's Original Lager. And it's one of my all time favorite beers. And kind of good news for the state of Michigan. So, Yuengling's has not been distributed in the state of Michigan, and it's a beer that, let's say, if you said you were going to go travel and you're going to go to Ohio, I would give you money, $40, and say, please pick me up a case of Yuengling's Original Lager. So it made it kind of a special beer. Well, we just got notified that Yuengling's is going to start distributing here in the state of Michigan. So, right around the 12th of August, 2025, they're going to start distributing. I don't know how long it's going to take it for it to make it up to my part of the state of Michigan. But the bummer is that it's going to take away the specialtiness of it, because when if I gave you money and you brought me back a case or two, and I would not drink them all right away. I'd kind of stack them and all that stuff. And I've mentioned in a couple of the videos, because I had a friend of mine just recently go to Ohio, Cleveland, and he not only picked up a case of this for me, and this is part of that case, he also got me a couple beers from the Cleveland area that obviously I wouldn't be able to get a chance to get unless I got somebody going there, or that I go there myself. And so I've mentioned Yuengling's, and it is one of my all-time favorites. So again, the bummer, well, now I'll be able to get it anytime I want and all that, and that's great. But again, then there's that, I've got Yuengling's. And when I'd go to parties, I'd always bring a six-pack of Yuengling's, and then, it became the talk. It's like, oh, something special. But so I haven't done a review on them, so now it's time. Oh, the neighbor kids are out and about, so that's awesome. Welcome to my cigarden, and I've got a new cigar today. Let's take a nice little hit. It's a PDM and Priya Del Mar, and it is from the J.C. Newman Cigar Company. And first time I've had it, it's got a little bit of a, let's say, a darker flavor to it, a little more of a roastiness to it. So, nice little cigar to enjoy. All right, take a hit, put it down, come back to that. So, Yuengling's, when it comes to this, you're probably familiar with that logo, that label. It's been continually distributed since 1829. The Yuengling family still owns it. And of course, I should mention that it's Pottsville, Pennsylvania. And this one is their original lager. And it's kind of got a little amber and color in it. So, and I've always enjoyed the green bottle compared to the brown bottle, and it kind of gives it that little special to making Yuengling's a little bit different. And being that it's been the longest brewery and made it through Prohibition, and it's still thriving. The grandchildren have taken over, and they're now in charge, and I'll find that YouTube video that kind of gives the history of Yuengling's, and I'll pop it to make it available to you, probably up here in the top, that kind of thing. So the glass today, we're going to be using the old, we used to have a microbrew and music festival here in town, so I've got one of their glasses from that, and it's very appropriate that I use the Stroh's brewing company's church key to pop its top. So let's do that. Let's pop its top. Alrighty. And let's get her in the glass. So I do appreciate you coming out here to enjoy a beer with me in my cigar, and I hope you've gone to your beer fridge and you've poured yourself maybe a Yuengling. So do me a favor in the comment section. Tell me what beer you enjoy. Maybe it's something I need to review, and give that time and effort for that. So, alrighty. Look at that. Fits perfectly in my 16-ounce glass. It's only a 12-ounce bottle. Looks great in the glass. You can tell it's filtered. Can you see the, yep, we can see the snow bubbles popping up from the bottom, snowflakes. The head on it is a nice and creamy, and it's got a nice head considering it doesn't fill the glass, but I like that. So, let's take it to our lips and let's see what we get. Kind of smells we've got going on today. I'm getting malt, and it smells sweet. All right, cheers to all you fellow beer travelers and craft brew people. Let's take it to our lips. Let's see what we get here today. Nice and smooth. There's a slight bitterness. Hops is not hops is part of the recipe, but it's not meant to be. It's not a hazy IPA. This is a lager. It's been able to lager out. They probably use ash fine, or they probably filter that to make it nice and clean and easy. The upside down snowflakes looks really great from my angle. On this side, it's really pushing a lot of CO2 bubbles up, and it looks fantastic. So let's take another sip here. Wonderful. For me, very smooth, very easy to drink. I won't have to hoard the case that I've got anymore. After the 12th, I'll be able to probably get it at pretty much everywhere. And the one thing that I guess it'll be nice for having them distribute, a few of the bars will get it on tap. And so it'll be nice to get a Yuengling's on tap, because I've never had it, because it's just never been available. So that kind of thing. And I do have a second bottle. I've decided that I'm going to sit out in my cigar garden and enjoy that cigar that I've got. So I've got a second bottle, and I'm going to produce today's video sitting out here in my cigar garden while smoking a good cigar, drinking a great beer. That's what summer is all about, having a good quality beverage, good quality craft beer. I hope you hit the like button, because I'd like you to help the algorithm, help me grow a little bit, and get a chance for more people to see this wonderful video. And if you've liked my content, please subscribe. I do get around to the breweries and evaluate their beers, and I'd love to take you on my adventure. As of late, recently did Lake Ann Brewery for their 10th anniversary. The week before was up at Hop Lot in Suttons Bay, Michigan for their 10th anniversary. And of course I made it over to the Asparagus Festival, which Right Brain Brewery here in Traverse City made an asparagus beer for the Empire Asparagus Festival. So when you become a subscriber to my channel, that's what you get, an opportunity to see the community, see what's going on, see my enthusiasm, and why I like to enjoy a craft beer. So, as I always say, if you're going to have a beer, please make sure you have a good one. Enjoy.